Hey guys, it's Barkanheimer. You never heard of me? Now you have. Today it's anime theory. First thing I want to start out though is a shout out to Brett Chambliss. He wants me to make more videos, and that's nice. Thanks, Brett. I want to. Yeah, it's been a while since I did an episode, obviously, and I want to talk about time, sort of. You'll understand in a few minutes. Let's start with Ash from Pokemon, the anime. He's infinitely 10. Why? Why is he infinitely 10? That's what I want to know. Well, I've come up with my own theory as to why he's infinitely 10. I mean, that's anime theory for you, am I right? First, let's run through some conditions. Whenever Ash... Oh, and by the way, this is only for moving on from one generation to the next. So, the Orange Islands and the Battle Frontier, they don't count in this. They're in the same generation as their specified generation. For Orange Islands, it was Gen 1, and for Battle Frontier, it was Gen 3, so they don't count. But all the others count for this, unless we get a break in Gen 6, which we might, or we might not. Anyway, the conditions. Every time he moves on from one generation to the next, Pikachu's level resets. And that always happens. I mean, it happened in going from Gen 1 to Gen 2, at least it seemed to, going from Gen 2 to Gen 3 to Gen 4, my personal favorite, Gen 4 to Gen 5, I mean, come on, beating Snivy, hello? That's stupid. And then from Gen 5 to Gen 6, what a surprise. Now then, one of the other things is he can never win a tournament, but like I said, Orange Islands, Battle Frontier don't count because they're not moving on from one generation to the next. Well, they are, but they're not. I don't really know how to say it, but they don't count. My point is they don't count. And he also forgets his battle experience. That's kind of a problem if you're like top tier kind of thing, and then you lose all your battle experience once you move on to the next generation. That's kind of a problem. I mean, people don't do that. Regular people, that doesn't happen to. So that's not particularly good. And finally, the last thing is that he is infinitely the same age. He's infinitely 10. Like Pikachu. Pikachu is also infinitely 10. Now then, I believe that he is infinitely 10 because of the 4th generation Pokemon, Dialga. Dialga, Protector of Time, super powerful, legendary, one of the 7 Pokemon that first created the universe. Well, Arceus created the universe, and then he created Dialga, Palkia, Giratina, Uxie, Mesmer, Nuzlocke. But one of those guys. Now, the first thing about it is that Dialga lives on Temporal Tower, which exists in what's inside inside these cracks of time, in between these pieces of a split second. Now, where do you find this Temporal Tower? You find it in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Explorers of Time, Darkness, and Sky. Yeah, I think Sky. I don't know about Sky. I've never played Sky, but Time and Darkness I know. Now, the thing about this is that I think that when Ash overslept, he fell into the cracks of a split second in a dream. Okay, he was in a dream, he fell into the cracks of a split second, landed on Temporal Tower, Dialga popped up and was like, that doesn't make any sense. How does this guy here? So first thing, he's relatively angry because a human found his way into his realm, but he's also very intrigued because he's like, how did he do this? How is this possible? Kind of thing. So Dialga is very angry and very intrigued at the same time, which can kind of go hand to hand. So Dialga decides, okay, I'm going to lay a curse and a blessing on him at the same time. Okay, now, a lot of people say that the reason why Ash is infinitely 10 and his adventure keeps going on and on and on and on and on is because of Ho-Oh. In the first episode, we see Ash seeing Ho-Oh fly across the sky, okay? Only problem with that is that Ho-Oh is a Gen 2 Pokemon. This is Gen 1. But of course the deck says, oh, some of the Pokemon haven't been discovered yet, blah, 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 blah. What a surprise. The other thing is that people get this idea because Ho-Oh's Pokedex entry says that says that he will grant the seer eternal happiness. Two things. First thing is that in my eternal happiness, I win the tournaments and I don't lose them. So that's the first thing. And the second thing is that the generation that Pokedex entry came up in is Generation 4. Point Dialga. Think about it. Next up is the coma theory. This is another theory that lots of people think could be true. It implies that when Pikachu got hit by the bolt of lightning and then used Thundershock to blow all those Pidgey away in the first episode, that Ash actually went into a coma. But Ash didn't get hit by the lightning bolt. Pikachu did. And because it's Pikachu, well, he can channel that electricity and cause it to create a huge ball of lightning, basically. So Ash didn't get hit by anything. He just got hit by... nothing happened. He's just standing there, and Pikachu uses Thundershock, gets hit by a bolt of lightning. Boom! Ash didn't get hit by the bolt of lightning. And there's also evidence to suggest that people who go into a coma from a lightning bolt actually die a few days later. So, no, I don't think that he is in a coma at the moment. And besides, even if he was, he'd only be able to think of the top of the first 151 Pokemon unless he'd heard of every single Pokemon you see in the anime. Which apparently he's never heard of Porygon or Porygon 2, apparently he's never heard of Porygon 2 or Porygon Z, because they never show up in the anime after Porygon, the Electric Soldier Pokemon, or the Electric Soldier Porygon. So, no, I don't think he's in a coma. I really don't. Now, what I propose is that when Ho-Oh flew over the sky, over Ash, he was causing a distraction. Dialga said, Ho-Oh, would you please fly over the sky to distract him? And Ho-Oh said, yeah, sure, whatever. And he flew over Ash and caused a distraction, while in the background, behind Ash, Dialga laid his curse/blessing on both Ash and Pikachu at the same time, so that all the conditions that I laid out early in the episode could be met. Him not being able to win the tournament, Pikachu's level resetting, forgetting all the battle experience, blah, 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 blah. So whenever he finishes a generation, his level and Pikachu's level and his battle experience and all that different stuff gets automatically reset to the time at which point Dialga laid the curse on it. So, and that's my theory, really. Basically, Dialga laid a curse on Ash that caused him to always repeat the same cycle over and over and over and over again. And again, Orange Islands and Battle Frontier, they don't count. Just saying. Now then, I want to wrap this up by asking you guys, please, I really, really need new ideas for anime theory and gaming specifics, my other side. I really need new ideas. So tell me in the comment section below exactly what you want me to do. Really, it'll help me out a lot. Because then I'll know what you guys want, and I'll be able to do it. And I'll give you what you want. I hope that's good. And if you have any questions for me, contact me at snakeface36@gmail.com. And go to my discussion page on my channel. I really need new ideas. Oh, and check out my gaming channel, Barkanheimer Gaming. It's a good idea. I play Minecraft. I mean, that's fun, ain't it? So, yeah, this is Barkanheimer, signing out.